You know, what is your income potential? Remember? So you ask a question, right? How many of you are willing to work for 2 to 3 appointments a day for 5 days? So remember, when you want something from them, you must give something to them. Learn this technique. When you want something from them, you must first give something to them. How do you do with your kids? Okay, boy, okay, I need you to complete your homework. After that, go and play. Correct? Something like that, what? You want something from them, you're going to give something to them. Understand? Same for agent. I tell you, agency management and parenting are very similar. Just like it's not your own kid, people's kid, right? They are your agents are your adopted kids, understand? Adopted kids, like your children also. Yeah. Okay. So you tell them, okay now, my friends, 5 days. 2 days, go and rest, go and play, spend time with your family. Okay now. Just work hard for 5 days. 5 honest day of work, that's all. 2 to 3 appointments a day. Is it too much to ask for? No, right? Okay now. Yeah. Yeah. So something like that. So from there, right? So there will be 10 to 15 appointments a week. Right? Typically, this will result in 6 to 8 first appointment per week. Likely result in about 4 to 7 closing appointments a week. Likely result in 2 to even 4 clients or cases a week. If you multiply by the average case size of, say, 3,000 to 6,000 FYP, every week you're supposed to produce how much? 6,000 to even up to 24,000 per week. All right. Now, if I ask you to have 12 weeks of full freedom, in a career you have 12 weeks of full freedom, sure or not? What would they say? Sure, right? 12 weeks of absolute freedom, right? All I ask from you is just 40 weeks of hard work. It's not even the overload, overdrive. It's just 40 weeks of 5-day work. So one whole year you only work for 200 days. The remaining 165 days, do whatever you want. Which career offer you that kind of freedom? Someone still make good 6-figure income, you know. Where to find? You find for me. Inflation proof, recession proof. By the way, we can use this for recruitment also, by the way. Yeah. So every time I teach you something, right, you're going to ask yourself, which are all the possible ways to make use of this? Okay? And you work hard for 40 weeks. All right. So minimum, your production is supposed to be 240K and above. Can see? Yeah, this is exactly what I showed Kenny. This is exactly what I showed Lily in the Chinese group. This is what I showed to Kumuta also. Remember? Remember, right? Right. So my friends, here comes. So my friends, so for this to happen, right, remember cause and effect. So everything begins from here, fair enough, fixing the first appointment. Everything begins from here. Without this, nothing else will happen. So to solve this problem, there are two problems. One, the ability to get leads. 2, the system to pack your schedule. Only 2 things. 2 things. The ability to generate leads, that's part 1. Part 2, the ability to pack your schedule.